What's going on, guys? Welcome to Wrecked Bike Reveal, the online motorcycle build show where we take wrecked bikes, turn them into dream bikes,
and then give them away.
Dang right.
I love being just a little off on that on purpose.
I know you do.
I could have made you wait even longer, but
you most of the time.
I'm gonna mess you up one time. I'm gonna start early.
That'll throw me off more than anything.
Sweet.
So what's going on, guys? This is episode 10 of season 4. We have a 2016 Ducati Paningli, and on the last episode, we switched out our lower triple for a OEM one because the steering stops were broke off. So we got a lot of questions in that episode. If we were going to update the forks anyway, why didn't we do them then? We're going to go over that in today's episode, but the Öhlins forks that you guys saw a couple episodes ago, we're going to install those. We got a top triple and Moto Million, I'll talk about those guys in a second, sent us a box with quote unquote goodies in it. I have not opened this box for a week for you guys. Before we open this box, I want to give a shout out to the dudes we got the box from, and it only feels right to do it with a decal.
I agree.
We got this stuff from Moto Million. They're the guys who helped us build this motorcycle. We got all of our stuff there. If you guys want to buy stuff off Moto Million, use code CHASE. You'll get a discount on your purchases, so your stuff isn't quite as expensive as this, because it's a lot. I think that's all I got. That's all the business stuff. We can open the damn box. I want myself a very nice knife that I can...
So go get one.
I don't know anything about knives, Brian. Let us know in the comments what type of pocket knife you always carry with you.
Time to sharpen it. Come on, man.
Dude, no, that just slipped.
I could open that with a pen cap.
I can open it with a razor blade. Are you freaking serious? Oh, Manny.
Somebody got really good.
You didn't open this.
I didn't open it, I slid it in there though.
How did you slide this in there?
Through one of the cracks on the side.
Wait, so Manny didn't send a little creepy...
Oh, come on, man. What would make you think that anybody but Luke would put that in there?
Dude, I don't know. Manny watches the episodes. Homeboy could have... All right, so we need to keep these separated. So that's in the box. That... More Öhlins stuff.
I know what's in there.
I think I do as well. Oh.
Those are our clip-ons.
Those are our clip-ons. So the clip-ons, this is what was needed for this episode. Because we couldn't just put Öhlins forks. What, just gonna put Öhlins forks on a motorcycle? So this is a steering damper to match.
Adjustable steering dampener.
Is the stock one not adjustable?
I don't believe so.
Nice. Öhlins steering damper to go with all the other Öhlins goodies that are going on this motorcycle. Oh wait, what the hell is this thing?
Oh boy, I know what that is.
You know what this is?
Yep.
Oh, this is that thing you were looking into. The little clicky button thingy. That's pretty cool. All right. Wait, is this the thing we were talking about a minute ago?
Yes, that's a direct plug-in.
Oh yeah.
So we don't have to wire anything.
Boop, done.
This does not look like a thing that would be a direct plug-in, though.
What's the name on the box?
That would be Ducabike.
No, the name of the part.
Yeah.
Handlebar street switched. So does this totally replace that thing?
Replaces that right there. This whole switch goes away and this goes in its spot.
Good. Manny, I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you. All right, this I also don't know what this is either.
Switch for the other side.
Matching, boys. Oh, snap. Click it. Just click it.
So what is it? Start and a kill?
Just click it real quick. Come on. Just click it. Yeah. You hear that? I can't. It's nothing like a good click. Okay. Wait, can we install those today? Or should we wait for grips? Oh, wait, we can open those totally. Yeah, we can install those today. Manny, thank you. We didn't know we were getting switches.
We're going to be doing clip-ons, so we may as well put the switches on too.
Yeah. Top triple. Boom. Also, as many of you guys noted, we have Öhlins front forks. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. Oh.
They're very pretty.
Gotta roll that beautiful B-roll footage. Okay, so build budget. We're calling it a budget, but it's basically just a price check of what we're doing on the build. We have Öhlins front forks. We have those clip-ons. What company is that?
Performance Technology. It's written on the thing, man.
I couldn't see all the stuff. We got the Öhlins steering damper. We've got the black Ducabike front top triple Ducabike steering stem nut. God, got nervous. I don't know how much all of this stuff is individually, but it came on the screen, so that I'm kind of glad I don't know, because we'd have another situation where Chase is like, how much is it?
Yeah, this was probably one of those instances.
Yeah, don't want to know.
That
it's expensive because Ducati. All right, so we're doing a little bit that we did last time, right? Like last episode, we jacked the front up so we could get access to the wheel and the forks off.
Yes.
So,
And then the triple.
right. So why did we not do all this stuff? Because we had the forks here
Yes.
last time.
Okay, so the reason why we didn't put the forks in last time is because we did not at the moment have clip-ons to put on. So to put the clip-ons on, you have to take the top triple off. And when you take the top triple off and put the top triple on and take the top triple off and put the top triple back on again, there's always a good chance of scratching your fork legs.
Right.
So instead of doing that all in one video and potentially scratching our brand new, absolutely gorgeous Öhlins front forks,
Who wants to scratch this?
nobody does. So we decided that we were going to hold off on putting those on until we had all the parts that were going to go on the upper to do it in one fell swoop.
And last episode ended up being like 36 minutes, so like, can you imagine? Like, no.
It would have at least doubled it, probably more.
Wait, the first thing we're doing is removing the wheel and removing the forks.
First thing we're doing is putting the stand in.
Well, no, like on the bike, that's our first goal. Get the wheel off, forks out, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's some other stuff in between, but yes.
Okay. I forgot to show off my fancy project that may or may not be fancy. I installed lighting on our lift. If you want to see that video, it's so freaking awesome.
Link is in the description.
That seems like it should. There we go. All right, the most terrifying part every time.
I don't know why it's so scary to you. This is like...
I know. I was talking with a guy on Instagram. Like, this is amazing and works really well. It's just terrifying for some reason. So I'm gonna need an extension. So I'm loosening all of this stuff.
So you're loosening 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Brakes are hung, levers are removed, levers on the handlebars are unplugged, or all the plugs are undone. So now we're on to fork removal.
before you drop that leg out of there. What's the distance that the fork leg goes in the triple?
10 and 1/8 inches.
Sure about that?
100% sure.
Okay. You want to measure it and then write it down? Or you are that confident?
Are we wondering what they were previously? And what we tried to put them in back correctly?
10 and 1/8 of an inch is how far the forks are set into the lower triple clamp.
10 and 1/8, without a shadow of a doubt.
Okay. Now they know.
I did it. That's why we did it. We planned all that. Okay. Now it's new ones up in. Install the new one of these boys.
I mean, we could wait one more step to do it, but you may as well do it now.
Okay. Less stuff to be, okay, put that on there more than I thought. Hey Brian, could you hand me that new center stem nut from Moto Million?
Sure.
Goodbye, old center stem nut?
Steering stem nut.
Steering stem nut, close enough. I feel like I need to have gloves on if we're gonna be putting new stuff on from henceforth. I'm just wiping this thing clean.
Yep, wipe it clean, and then a tiny bit of fresh grease on the threads before you screw on the new one. And if at all possible, try and index that top nut so you could read that it says Ducabike.
Oh, make it so it reads correctly, I understand.
If you can.
If at all possible. And just a little bit of grease.
Yes.
So it says Ducabike on the top and bottom, so all we need to do is make it even in the middle. Oh.
Wish we could do the briefcase scene from Pulp Fiction with that.
Where it glows?
See, 10 points to Gryffindor for knowing that.
We happy? Vincent! We happy?
Yeah, we happy.
Do you know in that scene what's supposed to be glowing inside the suitcase?
The left fork tube.
It's never revealed.
It's
but
never actually
yeah.
revealed.
I've heard
but
theories.
Quentin Tarantino talked about it in an interview.
Fun fact, never seen Pulp Fiction.
I'm leaving.
You get
On
one,
a
you get one of
jet
the
plane.
old fork legs, I'll get the other one, we'll just sword fight him. Beat the tar out of him real quick.
Did you really just say you've never seen Pulp Fiction?
Not in its entirety, no. John Travolta with long hair, right?
Oh, pause.
Oh, pause. Fucking face.
Do you know what
plant.
Marcellus Wallace looks like?
No.
He didn't say it, so. You're totally not going to get any sort of movie reference from that. So we're not going to bother.
Now,
I just wanted to say it.
my question is,
Which is right and which is left?
yes. So it says Ducabike.
There's instructions?
Hold it up to the bike. Which way does that part face?
I feel like it faces forward, right?
Look at the other ones that you just took off. Which way do they face? What are those stanchions that come off the bottom of that fork leg for?
Brakes.
Where do the brakes sit on the wheel? In front of the axle or behind the axle?
I'm pretty sure it was in front, right? Or was it behind? I'm assuming it's behind now based on this conversation.
Seriously, you just took it off.
I'm not thinking about like that though. I'm thinking about
Well,
like
then
all the cluster of a shit that's
Put
in
it
the
on
top.
whichever way you want and then figure out if it's right or wrong, and then you'll have to take it apart and pray that you don't scratch anything. Or figure it out in your head before you put it on. Or you have access to the internet and you could look it up briefly in seconds.
It seems as if it goes on to where the Ducabike logo is on the outside and the brakes are behind. Based on this photo.
Which is what? Oh, it's the instructions, the installation instructions.
Duh, Brian.
Try and angle that so it's not so rough. Does it fit?
Yeah, it's wiggling.
Now, is it going to go up further and get tight? No, these are the wrong fucking fork legs.
No.
Yeah, because there's going to be no way to pinch that far enough to squeeze that.
Those are really short.
And look how short they are. Lengthwise, they seem to be. Go ahead, put it down. Put it down. But look how fat this is here, and that's not. That's not going to fit.
Okay, guys, so we thought that we had a fork issue, but with them being universal forks, they include these little spacers. There's one for each side. We were kind of talking about, we've got these little peekaboo situations on the lower triple, so we're not going to have gold peeking through. And we were talking about the options of cutting the spacer, but after some discussing, we feel like it would be a little too much work to get this cut so that you could see the gold fork in between it, and it's just gonna be silver. But the engine's silver, so it won't look off or anything. I can feel the liquid of this fork like draining down.
Back and forth, yeah, because you flipped it upside down before.
That's so cool. Okay,
Round two.
round two. Careful.
Again, try and get that as straight as you can as you're feeding it in so it doesn't make noises on the way through. Now we want to measure that.
Do we can't measure until it's at.
We could use the original spec first and then move from there.
Gotcha.
So we don't want to have it too low that the triple does not go over it.
Right.
So
10 and 1/8. This boy needs to go way on up.
that's what you said the spec was, right?
Absolutely.
So what did the instructions say about it?
Go down 5 millimeters.
Up. It's 5 mil over. You're going the wrong way. 10 and 8.
Is it to the top of this or the
No,
top of
top
this?
of the fork leg itself.
Oh, I see.
That's it. Okay, that's close enough. The spec that was given to us by Ohlins for the installation is a spec height measurement of how far the fork sticks up above the top triple clamp.
And
Did you
what is
already
that?
put the spacer in on the other side?
Yes, I put both spacers in already. So until we get the top triple clamp on, we can't set it to the spec that they suggest. But to make sure that we have the fork leg sticking up high enough for the top triple to go over it, we need to start with this spec that was from the original fork leg. So you're probably going to want to turn the trip a little bit this way, just so when you're inserting it, you have a little bit more space. Twist it as it's going in slowly. All right, you want to measure that off real quick.
Now I can lock these
Just
on.
snug them on. Nothing crazy. We still have to put the upper triple on.
Oh, and then potentially.
And then, reset the height, yeah.
Alrighty. Look at them. God, gold forks look so much better on a bike. All right, so now we're ready for
Upper triple.
upper triple and the new clip-ons.
Oh, they need to go on first, actually.
Right.
All right, so it's gonna go, what goes first?
You're talking on the thing. This.
There you go.
So this holds this guy, right? Or we're gonna have to take the hardware off the old one. So we're gonna need to get new hardware for the middle then.
What's
Because
that?
that's our twirly bolt. The one that came out is all geeked up and crooked.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so if this is gonna go,
You just drop the ring on.
Huh?
Just drop the ring on the fork. We don't have to put the steering dampener on yet.
well, I'm trying to figure out if it goes
Which
this
way it goes? Well, where does it, how does it say Ducabike?
That's a good point. Dude, this thing is gonna be so close to this thing. Is that supposed to happen?
What's close to what?
The key switch, I mean, it should fit, but it's gonna be hella close. Is that supposed to be that close?
Yeah, because the lock is there. The steering lock is off of that part.
Oh, okay, so that's business as usual.
Yep.
Okay, so now we need to measure down 5 millimeters.
So did this top triple slide over this center really good? Was it a snug fit over this centerpiece?
I mean, it went on. I don't understand what you're asking.
Did it just like loop over the middle, or did it? You have to
No,
work it
I had
on,
to
like...
pop it all around.
Okay.
So before we lock this on, we need to measure the fort height, correct?
So this piece is down as far as it's going to go. Yes, that's down as far as it's going to go.
Okay.
We can't lock any of that into place until we tighten that center nut.
Oh, okay, so we're still waiting on the...
Still waiting on the spec for that.
Okay.
Because we're going to have to snug this down and then tap that back down on top of it.
Oh, okay.
And then snug the pinch bolt that goes around the center.
Right.
And then we can measure the heights, move the forks, and then tighten the top.
Okay.
All right, being that we don't have that spec yet, you want to move on to some other stuff.
What can we move on to?
So, where does the front wheel speed sensor go?
Is that what one of those silver things was? Ah.
Where does the fender bolt onto?
Ah. Ask me something else, I'll say it again.
Ah.
All right, mounting speed sensor. I don't know if it's like just the lift lights or if it's the forks, but like there's a dreamy situation going on. I don't know if you guys picked up on it. So this, I know what I'm doing.
You sure? No, you don't.
Yeah, dude, because this,
I'm telling you right now, you don't.
yeah, because it's that, like if I, yeah. What? What kind of magic? That's
Okay.
magical. So those things have 3
Ways to measure.
directions. Okay.
Yeah,
So that was 10?
that was 10 millimeter.
Are you setting it to 5 to see?
am.
Okay.
Now I'm setting it to 5, and then what we'll do is we'll just set this here and lower the fork until that touches. Boop, 5.
Okay.
The 5 millimeters that they want you to measure is to the top of the gold, not the top of the.
Okay.
So we're
Same
gonna-
plan, just slightly different
So
spot.
now look how much difference there is. It's not that far off.
Oh. So do we move them at all?
Yeah, I mean that's still
Yeah.
there. Now look to see if the spacer dropped. Nope, spacer looks good. Now just snug those so it doesn't move.
This would be a pain in the butt to do by yourself.
Tell me about it.
All right. Now we can tighten the top triple.
Now we can torque the bottom.
We need to torque these first.
No, it doesn't matter which one we do, but
Okay.
these are snug already, so they could just stay.
Right.
But we need to torque the top pinch, the lower pinch, and then we can get into the handlebars.
Okay. Is the torque for these the same as the other one?
I believe they are also 22.
Perfect. How are you getting this information?
Special source.
Got it. So if somebody was
I
doing
know
this,
people, man.
I know you know people. I'm just thinking like
How
guys at
somebody
home
else gonna
doing
get it?
this. Yeah.
That's tough.
Okay.
You know, I don't know if Ducati makes available like a torque spec sheet.
Right. Okay. All right, that's the top triple. Now we need the lower triple.
There is a specific order that they request that these pinches be set. If there's
Okay.
2 bolts on a pinch clamp, you're typically going to do 1, then 2, then 1 again.
And then the
Now
middle?
when there's 2,
Oh, there's only 2, got it.
you do 1, then 2, then 1.
Right.
When there's 3, it goes 1, 2, 3, and I can't remember if it's 2, 1 or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Interesting.
So I'm trying to get that information right now.
Gotcha.
You see how nice that those clamps are?
Yes. These?
You notice that they put the torque specs on everything already?
Oh my God. That's amazing.
And then they also, on the ends of the bars, they set something in here so you can clock them so they're the same both sides.
Dude, yes. Yes to those. So this bolt has to come all the way out.
Yep.
Okay.
Why is that? Why does it have to come all the way out?
Because it threads into this little opening like that.
Well, it doesn't quite thread into it.
Well, it like fits into the
groove. Yeah.
Man, these things are dope. I didn't realize how cool they were. You gotta love it when a company like really thinks through
They
their
make it
stuff.
simple for you. Yeah.
Does it matter what number they're at right now?
I don't think you get much of a choice. I think that's to clock your perches, the brake and the clutch perch.
Oh, I see. But what?
Because those handlebars only go in one spot.
Well, yeah, but
You can turn them on these because they're not pinned on.
okay,
I know we mentioned earlier that you didn't get much.
right.
Well, on these, because they're not Ducati, they're aftermarket, the stuff isn't pinned in place and you can turn it pretty much wherever you want.
Come feel this before I jam this thing in there. What'd you do, Chase?
Did that one go in like super easy?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder,
take that one
if
out?
they're different, yeah.
Here you go, hold that. Perfect fit. Like a glove.
Oh yeah, so you can just totally clock these. Oh!
Ooh, the surprise
Did
Brian
you see
face.
that? All right, so this is at the 6 o'clock, but if you look as you turn it, the angle of the bar changes.
Oh. Well, isn't that's why the numbers are so important?
Yep.
Well,
So they
look
both
at
set at the 6 o'clock position right now?
Mine's at 7.
Okay, so I'll turn this one to 7. And can I have
That's
that?
pretty.
That was pretty cool. I didn't notice
fancy
that.
pantsy.
Okay.
So this top triple you could use without replacing the
The clip-ons.
right. Do the clip-ons have to go right under the top triple, or
Nope.
can they just be wherever the hell
You
we want
can
them to
pretty
be?
much set them where you want as long as there's enough meat on the fork for the clamp to fit.
Now,
We'll have to wait until the body works on to see how much clearance we have as to where to actually move the bars.
we might handle this on like that episode, but how would you get is there like a trick to get them the exact same angle back?
So you take the handlebars and you turn them one way to the lock.
Mm-hmm.
You loosen that and then you set it where it just clears the bodywork.
Oh,
And you snug
I
it and do the
see.
same thing on the other side so your clearances are the same right and left. That depends on whether your steering stop screws are even. Because these
Oh,
are
because
adjustable.
if they weren't, then I
then,
see.
yeah, then it would be different, but yeah.
Still waiting for these specs. Can we, actually, what else do we have to install? Oh, the steering damper.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3. So we have to
So-
do both of them twice.
1, 2, 3,
2, 1, 3.
2, 1, back to 3. Okay,
Yep.
and what's the torque spec?
8 Newton meters.
8.
Yes.
Shit. You were right.
Because there's 3 of them,
Right.
you can lower the number.
All right. 8.
And if you think about it, what was the spec on this? It's 22. So divided by 3.
Oh, good point. Okay. 8 Newton meters. Here we go.
1, 2, 3,
2, 1, 3.
3.
Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 2. Wow. 1. Holy shit, that's crazy.
That's it. That's why you do it.
That's nuts. It like
Just think about it like this. You tighten the top, you tighten the next one, you tighten the next one. Now the one at the top is real wide.
right.
And then you do the one in the middle, the one at the
Yeah.
top, now the one at the bottom is right, and then you have this.
It makes sense, but just like, when you do it and you
No,
use
it's-
like when you
just
torque
tighten
something
this.
down,
Yeah.
especially with a torque wrench.
I just tighten this. Now here's the crazy thing about that is with pinch bolts like that, you can continually keep going back and tightening
And
and
it'll-
tightening and keep tightening and
Interesting.
keep
So
tightening.
this just gets it close.
Until something breaks. You can continue to go.
Okay.
Now we can put the dampener on.
Now the damper, and that did come with hardware. You said, right?
Yes, sort of.
Sort of.
It did come with hardware, but it wants you to reuse this bolt
The one bad
that's
bolt?
bent. Now this is the bolt that they gave us. It's the same length as the one that's bad, but that's meant to be used out here. But they gave us a spacer. So we don't need the spacer, and that should be long enough to go into the stop.
Okay.
So we can kind of just go ahead and use the
I
hardware
see.
they have. Hopefully that'll work. If not, we'll have to get a new bolt. Okay, now here's the tough part about this. Where does this go? Because we can move this, so this thing could be all over the place. So what we're looking at is we need to bring this so there's the same amount of shaft shown on either side.
Okay.
So when you turn the bars lock to lock,
Oh, there's
it doesn't bottom out, yes.
Gotcha.
So you want to make sure the wheel is centered. If you want to make sure and see if the front triple is everything looks all lined up. And then we want to center this.
Like to the point where we should measure it to make
We
sure.
should probably measure it.
Okay. And just press it in.
And slide the top into it.
Oh, I see.
What do you got?
6 millimeters.
Okay, now all the way out. What do you got?
70. Should I round up?
What is it?
73.67.
So 73 and a half,
Right.
let's just say.
Okay.
So subtract 6 millimeters from that is what?
67.
And then in half.
34 and a half.
So we're gonna go to 34 and a half. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That makes sense to you guys? Okay. If not,
Man, 34 and a half is you gotta be on it.
anytime you're going to a tenth of a millimeter, you have to be kind of on it.
All right, push towards me some.
Okay, and now we'll loosen this. Try not to touch the dampener.
Right. You said
Now it's the spacer
Right.
and the bolt.
Not the tiny spacer, but the big one that was already on it.
Correct. I know you can't really see it from there. It was crooked as hell. Now, remeasure this again, that it's 34 and a half.
Yeah, that's it.
Still good?
Mm-hmm. Is there a torque spec for that inner?
Maybe. I would say it's the same thing as that.
11.
Something like that. Good enough.
And now the top one, how are we gonna get the top one though with the triple there?
Top one what?
Top bolt. Angly turny thing?
You don't have 1/4-inch sockets, do you? You do that to 4, right?
Yep. Oh, advanced Brian trickery. Here we go, fam. Look at you with your fancy. Is that it?
That's it.
Nice.
So bits like that are all 1/4-inch drive.
So they can like be
Either fit a 1/4-inch wrench or a 1/4-inch socket. That's just, they are all those bits, those
Now we all
little
know.
cases with bits in them,
right.
they're all 1/4-inch.
Well, there you go. That's a neat little. I'm glad that happened. Now everybody at home gets to learn little tricks of the trade, as it were.
Luke has seen some of the ridiculous tiny tools that I have for getting into tight spaces.
Luke confirms.
Like I have Allens like that long,
Holy cow!
just that long,
I imagine why.
and then I slide them into place like that and tighten them with a wrench. But I have like,
Yeah.
I think 4, 5, 6, and 8 like that one. Okay, so tight,
Yes.
tight,
Yes.
tight,
Torqued.
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 done.
Yeah. Okay. So that's going to be the end of episode 10.
Torqued,
Yes.
torqued.
Wait, no, just blue Loctited.
Okay, let's torque those on.
Not the end of episode 10.
Right, we're here, right? Everything else has been torqued on. Let's go ahead and torque those on.
That's
They
right,
are
they're 4s.
4 Newton meters.
How do you know they're 4? Is it on a box or something?
It's in the paperwork that gave us the fork height. You were pretty close.
It was.
That one was almost dead on.
Look at me with my absolute sheer luck. Dude, you didn't go over these, right?
Nope. Boom!
I feel really good about that because I was bullshitting with like the T-handle because I pushed it and then like 2-finger tight.
So now we could stay here, or we could put the wheel on to make this thing rollable.
So there's a speculation out there on what wheels we're doing. We're not telling until we get them in. Let us know what you think they are in the comments below. And before we end this episode, B-roll segment. Yeah. Okay, and with that, I think we're done for this episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's
I think we're
an
done.
endless amount of stuff to do, but
There is, so we have to stop at some point.
Yeah, we gotta stop at some point. If you like this video and you like the stuff we put on, the top steering stem bolt, the forks, the clip-ons, the top triple, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you like motorcycle stuff. I'm Chase. That's Brian. You're being floated around by Luke. This has been Wreck Bike Rebuild, Season 4. We will see you guys on the next episode where we kind of got two ways we can go next episode. We can either play around up here or we can do some OEM stuff up front. Find out on episode 11. 11. 11. I'm literally in the middle of choking.
So we're definitely going to want to do all the switches and shit before we do the front end stuff.
Ooh, outro crew gets the tease that we're gonna do the handlebars before we do the the clip-ons before we do
the switch housings and
like finalize the clip-on area.
okay.
Because a handlebar is something a naked bike has, not a super sport.
Yeah, I guess technically this is a handlebar.
Technicality.